Today I'm going to share a vintage piece I picked up on my New York trip. That's coming up right after this. So if you guys remember in my Wind Up New York coverage video, I had an opportunity to go for some drinks with some of the CG Watch fam, which included my very good friend Dalton. Over dinner and several frozen lychee margaritas, we started talking about the Seiko Navigator timer, and I mentioned how I've been looking for one. Now, would you believe that Dalton happened to have one? So while I escaped the Wind Up event without a purchase, I didn't make it through dinner without a watch purchase. A huge thank you to Dalton for giving me a ginormous friend discount, allowing me to add this classic example of a vintage Seiko Navigator timer to my watch box. There is also a silver dial version of this with an external bezel, but this one has the internal 24-hour bezel, which is a feature I'm a sucker for. It has the timeless blue and red color pairing, with the red representing the 12 daytime hours and the blue representing the 12 nighttime hours. This vintage piece has several modern practicalities, including the date, a modest 41mm case size, and best of all, 20mm lugs, which means I have an army of strap options readily available. This red two-piece Zulu diver from none other than WatchGecko is currently my favorite pairing. Turning the crown on its own rotates the inner bezel. Then the first crown position changes the quick set date, and the second position changes the time and GMT hand. This piece is running the caliber 6117A, a 17-jeweled movement. The primary difference between the 6117A and the 6117B is that the alpha in this reference is non-hand winding and non-hacking, and the Bravo variant is hacking. A couple of shakes gets it running, and the K-shape makes it a very comfortable wear with only a 45mm lug-to-lug measurement. Dalton did have this piece serviced, and in the 2 and 3 day stretches that I've worn it, I haven't yet had to adjust the time. If there's anything I'm unsure about, it's the gray colored date wheel. I'm not certain I'd be happier with a white date wheel, but I'm not necessarily convinced that gray was the best option. If I can find a reasonable offering on the gray dial version, I may still add it, as it reminds me aesthetically of a less refined SBGE 001 spring drive GMT. In that sense, it's a charming throwback that I'd like to have in my watch box. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this GMT and know what your favorite GMT vintage piece is and whether you plan on acquiring it in the future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and as always, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. That's it for this one. CG out.